energizes you in a way where you get to discover your own talents, work on them, and grow them. And this is what pretty much M Content's doing right now. Pushing into the future, the actual future. The technology to back it, the quality to back it, and at the same time, the visionaries that have seen it happen again and again throughout its history and are pushing it to where it needs to be today. And these are some of my words that I tend to tell you across this region from time to time when I help you with transportation on your flights and Emirates Airlines, in Mall of the Emirates when I tell you to keep your masks on, Dubai Aquarium, Dubai Opera, because I'm guessing a lot of you love going to the Dubai Opera. And I made the music for some of the biggest brands that you've heard across the region. For example, when you go and watch a movie in any of Mall of the Emirates or the likes in Vox Cinema, you hear a nice little tune that goes da 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 da. My mom actually helped me with that, who happens to be here with us today. Hi, Mama! My mom has believed in me since I was 15 years old and I was kicked out of school. And I was kicked out of music school. And she's like, what are you gonna do? I'm like, Mama, I'm gonna make music. And she's like, what does music make? There's no money in music. I'm like, yeah, Mama, there is money in music. And then on one beautiful day, my mom sees me on stage with Viviana Murad and Milham Zain, and she's like, what are you doing on stage with Milham Zain, Ahmad? I'm like, I'm making money with my passion. And this is what people, the creatives that are going to be making movies through these platforms are going to be thinking about. They're going to be thinking about their passions through content creation. I've been doing this for as long as I can remember, and I knew what my vision was from as early as 9 years old, because I really wanted my brother's guitar that he wouldn't give me. I'm like, please give it to me. And I'm the youngest in the family, as we say, إخر العنقود in Arabic, as my mom would love to say. I've had all the love and all of the passion throughout my life to gear me up to where I am today. Now, enough with the boring stuff. What do I do? Check this out. This is my normal voice, and then I change it in 1 second and I say, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dubai Opera. Please keep your masks on and keep a distance of at least 2 meters. Please do not take any videos during the act and make sure that you enjoy yourself throughout this journey. Thank you. السيدات والسادة، مرحبا بكم في دبي أوبرا. نرحب بكم ونقول لكم أن تبدأون على التباعد الاجتماعي والوضع على الكمامة. And that's what I call a bit of a lower tone. But then I change it in just 1 second and I say, this is the American town. So why am I known as the voice of Dubai? Is it because there aren't any other voices? Of course there are. Amazing voices. Incredible people. I'm known as the voice of Dubai because I not only change my voice, but I sit down with companies directly, as I own Mindloop Studios, which is one of the biggest audio production houses in the country, with the help of my mom to put me through all the mentalities I was going through, trying to figure out what is a PNL? What are receivables? I don't know. It was hard, but I found a way. And I sat down with my clients and I started crafting voices with them, crafting music for them to get their message out, to get their image out. And that's what M-Connect is doing as well. It is literally connecting a lot of the incredible people within this industry to come together and create what's better for tomorrow. But then I do annoying stuff like, order favorite food on Talabat, order now. And I'm sorry, there are other people that do it, like my best friend Eddie Iskandar and many other voices, but again, I changed that tone just for Talabat. And at the same time, you've heard me across the Dubai Metro as one of the voices that says Al-Abwab Tughlaq, which has been on it for the past year and a half. Yes, hi. And a lot of these things I've done, especially when you're flying all the way up and you hear the annoying guy who's, even my mom, Mama, انت جيت طيران الإمارات, ما هيك? ما هيك? مين قال لك؟ This is Dubai, a cosmopolitan country that puts you together all the way in the sky. مظبوط ولا لا؟ These are some of the voices that you're used to here in this country that I tend to create and craft for them, and that's what M-Content is doing. This is an honest place that is actually thinking of the future, thinking of how to put that front, and making sure that digitization of all of these assets are put into the right place at the right time. From the incredible guests that we have here, and a lot of the friends that I got to meet over the years, from Mo Vlogs to Alex, who I just met yesterday, who was
incredible in her content creation. This is the journey that we put together in the front so we can think ahead, so we can create. And that's why I, at the same time, as a school dropout, opened up my very first school to help people in the creative media field to follow their dreams. These are the actual steps that are being recognized within this incredible country as we push forward, or as I should say, as we push forward. And that's how it really goes. It goes in your heart, all within. And with that, I leave you with a few words that usually annoy you as well, especially when you're driving. It's like,
Air Arabia, where next?
I'm like, I don't know where next. I don't know where next. Or when you go to Dubai Expo, like, you know what, let me go on the bus tours of the pavilions. And then my annoying self was like,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dubai Expo 2020. Today we'll be taking you on a tour of over 112 countries, putting you up front and all the way in the middle.
and I remember when I recorded that in 2019 thinking, I'm excited about Dubai Expo. I think it's gonna be pretty big. Oh, it's pretty big. And I had no idea. When I went there, I'm like, what? But that's the difference between me and everyone else who lives in Dubai. My life in Dubai is a little bit different. And I'll tell you why. This is you going to the Mall of the Emirates. You're going there, you go, you pick a bunch of things up, you're like, okay, I'm good, I'm done. You're walking out, you have your mask down for a little, just for a second. Security's like, put it back up. You're like, I'm sorry, you put it back up, and you keep on going. See, that doesn't happen with me. I'd be walking Mall of the Emirates, I put my mask down, because I tend to do that. I'm sorry, car accident, my nose doesn't work very well, it is what it is. But, instead of the security, I tell me, and I'm like, what?
السيدات والسادة، مرحبا بكم في مول الإمارات. الرجال وضع القناع والاهتمام مع التباعد الاجتماعي.
And I'm like, bro, I never listened to you since I was 10 years old. I'm not gonna listen to you now. I'm sorry. I don't tend to listen to myself. I'm not gonna change that now. And it gets even worse, like when I have 10 minutes in my day, literally that's all I have. I have 10 minutes in my day because I'm working 24/7, and I put on my food and I open them up and I'm getting ready to eat, and I put on YouTube just like all of us do. We want to watch a video on YouTube, and here I am telling myself, order favorite food on Talabat. I'm like, how do I skip myself? How am I supposed to skip myself? That's a bit hard. But that's why I create these things. So I can see the smiles on people's faces, so I can tend to create more and more and more, and grow more and more and more. And it was just my birthday a few days ago, and this is the first event I do as a 28-year-old. And thank you for this beautiful country, for everything that's happened with me, and for where we're heading. And that's why I always say,
all the way to the up with M Connect.
And that's how it sounds like. Thank you! Enjoy your second movie. Good?
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you so much.
Okay, guys. We're gonna get started on the second. We're gonna get started on the second movie soon. I feel like we should have had the bar closer to the seats because I think that's where everyone's at. So the next film is the Ripple versus the SEC saga. It's the dispute between Ripple and SEC regarding XRP being declared as a security instead of a utility. It's a story that the world wants to know more of. The investigative report covers both sides of the story in a balanced and original documentary. Please enjoy. If you guys need help with the headsets, just raise your hands. Come by.
You get so excited over you. Oh, hey. Yeah.
Let me fix it. It's okay. Keep hearing it.